Real sorry about this, Sid.
I can't believe it. My contract was up in 3 months. 3 months! That squid! What am I gonna do?
All us guys are taking up a collection?
You think that's gonna help? I was supposed to be looking at a fortune and profit sharing. Now I'm gonna get us 2/3 base pay. That ain't enough! I got 5 kids, man. Instead of going home to wife and family, I'm looking at prison. Prison!
They ain't gonna get away with it, Sid. We're going to do something about it.
Yeah? Who's we?
The Earth First movement?
You guys ain't gonna do anything. Earth First is a peaceful organization.
Things change, man. We were a peaceful organization. This time, those squids have gone too far. It's one thing to run around causing a little mischief, but sabotaging the relay? That's it. They've crossed the line.
What are you gonna do?
All we wanted was a fair shake for Earth, but those Marazians got greedy and wanted everything. So now we're going to make sure they get nothing. It's time to take off the velvet gloves, my friend. They want a war, now they've got one.
With your permission, Director, I'd like to see the surveys you made of Devinaura, both the originals and the more recent ones showing the shortages.
I think we should be concentrating more on the saboteurs. There's nothing we can do about supplies that aren't there.
Your saboteur is only a symptom of a much larger problem, Mr. Wicks. You said yourself that the Marazians only became militant when the supplies started running out. I can't believe for a moment that professional surveyors would make such gross errors. If we can find what's happening to the mines of Devinaura and get the Plasium running again, I think the rest of your problems will solve themselves.
What the devil?
I repeat, citing lower than expected production output, Magellan Mining has announced a series of new price increases.
Outrageous.
Parliament, in another of a series of emergency sessions, is meeting to discuss the growing crises. On the agenda is a possible further rationing of supplies and...
Stay squids! Easy, Jeff, easy.
Alright everyone, back to work!
I'm sorry, Mr. Wicks.
Timing leaves a lot to be desired, Director.
I had nothing to do with this. Prices are controlled back home at corporate.
I have a feeling this is going to get much worse before it gets better.
Just humans, what do they think they're doing?
Well, I guess I'm in the right place.
I forbid it! I forbid it!
I know not what else to do. There is no work. There is no food.
What of the others in our triad? Can they not help?
They cannot take care of even one of their own. There is no other recourse. We have 3 others.
No! He's aged only 5 orbits!
I will not watch my offspring starve to death.
He is my offspring too!
It is I who bore him. It is I whom he is dependent on. It is my choice.
There must be some other way.
With one less, our triad may have a chance. It is done.
No!
How could she?
You! This is your fault!
Wait! I was such a my trust not! Is your son?
Yes.
I'm sorry. It is my fault. My people's fault. And I'm here to help put it right.
Words, Arthur. They have no meaning.
Well, then let my actions speak for me. I want to help you get Devinaura back.
You would stand against your own race?
I stand against what is wrong. Earth may have the right to Devinaura, but with rights come responsibility, and they have abdicated their responsibility. If they want Devinaura all to themselves, then they shall have none of it. Am I right?
Yeah!
Marazia has suffered enough. It's time to take back what is yours.
Yeah! But we are a peaceful triad.
Earth First doesn't seem to have that problem, and if the government supports them...
We don't want another war.
Like it or not, you already seem to have one. Now, what are you going to do about it?
Here are the surveys you asked for, Doctor.
Thanks. Now, if memory serves, this is where...
Help me! Help!
For the love of...
Look at his skin!
Quick, call an ambulance!
What's going on here? It's like the sun just went nova in my office.
Mr. Wicks, take a look at this.
What happened? Explosion?
Rescue's on the way.
Elevate his arms and legs. Don't give him any water to drink. Mr. Wicks, Mr. Jackson, come with me.
Ah, the sun!
What's making it so bright?
Back inside.
Doctor, what's going on? What happened to the sun?
It's not the sun that's the problem. Something's happened to your ozone layer.
What?
Ultraviolet radiation.
It's inexplicable. An ozone layer doesn't just disappear.
This planet seems to have a knack for doing the impossible of late.
You can't be suggesting that the Marazian Freedom Army is behind this.
I want to know every chemical that is used in this facility, Director, no matter how insignificant an amount.
I'll get it for you straight away. I'll need your help, Ben.
Help me!
Help's on the wheel, chap. Just hold on.
Get them from me! Promise me that! Make those squids suffer!
He's unconscious!
When's that ambulance gonna get here?
About time!
What took you so long?
Yes, rescue was a Marazian group. Seems they like the sun less than we do.
How odd.
What'd you say?
If the Marazians were behind the destruction of the ozone, that would seem to do more harm to them than it would to you, being so sensitive to light as they are.
Martyrdom comes very easy for them.
Tell me, what do you know about the Earth First movement?
Why?
Well, who would know better about an underground movement like the Marazian Freedom Army than another underground movement?
You got it wrong, Doctor. Earth First isn't a terrorist group. All they want is for Earth to stand up to the Marazians and demand what is fair. Equal share for all.
Then they should be more than eager to help me, since that's pretty much what I want too. Everyone to have a fair hand.
The man you want to talk to is Raymond Bishop. He's been working on the Devinaura project for the last 10 years. No one will know more than he does.
Thank you.
You can find him at the docks. He's the loadmaster.
Tell Mr. Wicks that I'll get in touch with them as soon as I have some news.
Riots have broken out in the capital as new rations were announced. As a result, at 2 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time today, the city was placed under curfew and the local guards activated to counter rampant looting among citizenry already driven to the brink by scarce supplies.
We must do something to stop this.
The line, Director, seems to have already been drawn. The question no longer is how to erase it, but who will be the first to step over.
Earth has no quarrels with Marazia, Prime Minister, and we are prepared to offer proof of our sincerity.
Well?
I have been instructed by the first citizen to offer Marazia 30 caches of plasium, as well as other miscellaneous supplies, for no charge.
Marazia is not a beggar with his hand out! You insult us!
No, not at all. You believe Earth to be unfair, to be holding supplies for her own use while Marazia starves. Nothing could be further from the truth. And this is proof we offer. This is the output of Devinaura that was meant to go to Earth next cycle. We give it to you as a token of our sincerity.
What of Earth?
It is a sacrifice we are willing to make to ensure peace.
I will inform the Trimasters. They will be most gratified by your gesture. You heard me right. Everything that was earmarked for Earth is to go on the Marazian shuttle.
This is bull!
Yeah, from your mouth to the director's ears, but this comes straight from Parliament.
That figures. Maybe we should just hand Earth itself over to them freaks. We can all go live on the moon. Well, I ain't gonna do it.
You will.
They can go stuff themselves. I'm not sending off our supplies to make some squid comfortable while my family starves. It's time we strike back.
Slag off! You do as you're told. Our time will come, believe me. And when it does, those squids will wish we'd finished them off during the war.
Shuttle J11 bound for Marazia, cargo secure.
Prime Minister Dalcor is aboard.
Requesting clearance for launch.
You are clear. Launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Moorings clear. Setting course for hyperjump.
Switch over to comm frequency XM3119. Have a good day.
Our gratitude to you, Devinaura. Switching frequency now.
Do you think it'll work?
When it comes to Earthers, we have learned to be wary of promises. It is actions which will dictate our response.
Mr. Bishop,
Yeah?
sorry to trouble you. I've been told you worked on the Devinaura project the longest.
What of it?
Two things. First, can we get out of the sun? I burn rather easily.
You do look like someone who's been in an office all his life. This way.
Second, I'm looking for the Earth First movement.
What did you say?
The sun? Burn easily?
You're that inspector they sent from Earth, aren't you?
Something like that.
So what you gonna do about it?
Find who the terrorists are and stop them.
You won't have to look far.
Oh?
Just look into the face of a squid and you'll see one of your terrorists.
That's painting with a rather large stroke, don't you think?
You bureaucrats can never see past the outside of your plush offices, can you? When was the last time you walked among your constituents? Seen their faces? Have you even been to Earth lately?
Well, can't honestly say that I have.
I thought not. Come with me and let me reunite you with your people.
And at the half, it's Argentina 2, Canada 0.
Enough with the football scores, boys! Look who I brought!
Good afternoon. I'm known as...
This is one of our beloved federal workers. Why don't y'all come up and introduce yourselves?
What are you gonna stop giving Earth away to the squids?
My family hasn't found work in 3 months!
What are you gonna do about the inflation? I can't afford to feed my children!
What about the blackouts? It's winter back home. We need power for heat.
The situation is no better on Marazia.
What? What did you say? Marazia just got a new shipment sent to them only 2 hours ago. Cargo that was supposed to be for Earth, so they get power and heat and food, while we poor humans have to ratchet up the belt another notch.
No!
No, I say! This wasn't the way it was supposed to be! This wasn't the treaty we negotiated! We need to stand up to Marazia and demand what is ours!
Yeah!
Hey, quiet you guys! Listen, something's happening!
I repeat, a distress signal has been received from Marazian Channel J11. Details are sketchy right now, but it's believed that they are experiencing a hull breach. Just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we have established a live feed to the shuttle.
We're losing pressure in the cargo bay! System's failing! Power's going out all across the grid! Number 2 reactor is going critical!
This is Prime Minister Dalco to Marazian Space Traffic Control. We are 1 parsec from...
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems we've just lost the signal to Shuttle J11.
I have seen enough! How could your people?
We have to strike back!
This is war!
No one gets hurt. You lose whatever sympathy anyone on Earth might have for you right now.
You're not suggesting we do nothing?
Well, of course not. We have to figure out where to hit them where it will hurt the most. But also, we'll demonstrate that Earth needs you just as much as you need them.
The cooling plant.
The what?
The ambient temperature of Devinaura IV is hostile to the human life form. In an interesting bit of irony, we use some of the steam pits of the planet to run the cooling plant. It is operated by Marazians because we're the only ones who can withstand the temperature for a prolonged period.
Perfect. No cooling plant, no plasium for anyone, including Earth. How long can a human survive in there?
Without an environment suit, heat stroke will set in within 20 minutes.
That should be all the time I'll need.
You would be a poor candidate.
But I would make an excellent token. A human fighting on the side of the Marazians? Oh, this couldn't be better.
We will take you to the cooling plant. If you shut off this regulator, the system will overload and shut down. It will take several days to restart, and a Marazian crew to restart it.
And that can be your bargaining chip. All right, everybody. It's time to terrorize.
We had nothing to do with this!
Really?
Really, Doctor, what advantage would that be to us? Assassinating an ambassador? Great way to start a war. But then again...
What?
A war is just what the Marazian Freedom Army wants.
Are you saying that they'd kill their own Prime Minister?
Well, if you're a Marazian, who would you be blaming right about now?
I think our problem meter just jumped off the scale.
Bishop!
What's up?
Just got word. The squids are on the move.
What? Where?
A whole bunch of them were seen heading toward the cooling plant.
Crap!
Seems like they got their excuse to act.
They've chosen the perfect target. No human can withstand the temperatures in there very long without an enviro suit.
They're going to shut it down.
And force an evacuation of every human from Devinaura.
Show me the way to the cooling plant. I'll make sure it stays operational.
It'll take 15 minutes to find and get you into a enviro suit.
No time. I'll go without one.
But you'll roast!
I'll take that chance.
Alright, but remember, heat stroke will set in 20 minutes. Sooner if you exert yourself.
I'll remember.
Phew. Chiggers, it's hot in here. Let's see. Yes, this is the place. Now, to find that off switch.
Stop! Don't go any further.
It's too late! Earth doesn't deserve Devinaura anymore!
Who is that?
Doctor?
Dara?
Doctor, oh thank goodness you're here! You've got to help me! We have to shut off this regulator!
Shut it off? You'll stop it from being shut off.
What?
Don't tell me you hooked up with that Marazian Freedom Army.
And you stand with Earth first?
I stand for what I've always stood for. Peace!
Interesting group you've signed on with then, killing the Marazian Prime Minister.
Earth First didn't have anything to do with that. I believe it was the Marazian Freedom Army who was behind it.
That's ridiculous. You didn't see their faces when his shuttle was destroyed.
You've been duped, Dara. They're using you.
You're the one being used, Doctor, and I can't believe you don't see it.
Leave the regulator. This isn't the way.
Time for talk is over. People are dying back on Marazia. Earth isn't listening and they're desperate. Please, Doctor, I don't want to be your enemy.
I will stop you, Dara. No!
What's happening?
Earthquake.
It's over.
Dara, look.
The wall.
We're sealed in.
This place is starting to give me the creeps.
What's that?
Ah!
Oh, that liquid gold is coming out of the wall.
Shh. Doctor? Listen.
What is that?
It sounds almost like...
I certainly have a very bad feeling. Help me unfold this survey map. These markings here, they're listed as fault lines and small striations in the planet's crust. But here,
Isn't that where we found that huge river of gold?
and here, where we are right now, both right next to one of those marks.
But they're all over the planet.
Yes. Dara, help me block up this hole where the gold is coming out. Not to keep from it pouring out on us, but to stop the flow down the shaft.
Okay. Got it.
Now listen.
That beating sound. It's got me slower. Doctor, what does it mean?
It's not possible. It must be.
What?
That liquid gold isn't gold at all? Gold as we know it? That it's blood.
Blood?
Yes. That could only mean one thing. This planet is